They say if you shoot for the moon, you'll land among the stars. For the past 3 years, I've had an obsession to track down the snow leopard. And to do this, I've arrived here in Tibet, the roof of the world. My name is Olivier Larrey, and this is my younger brother, Frederick. We're both naturalists.
It's beautiful. A sea of clouds.
We could take a great landscape photo. We've built our close relationship since we were kids. We're only a year apart. We're very alike, the same physique, the same passions. Even as kids, we climbed peaks in search of wildlife. Having both become wildlife photographers, the snow leopard is a holy grail for us. Because this big cat is a rare animal, and to find it, you have to approach the heavens. The snow leopard lives among the world's highest peaks. They live spread across this vast territory, from Mongolia in the north to the Himalayas in the south. Barely 5,000 remain. But in Qinghai, a Tibetan province that is part of China, there's a valley where the snow leopard population is greater than anywhere else. We discovered this valley last winter. We kept our find a secret until now.
I'm so happy to be back here. It brings back so many memories. But what's different is that it's all green. We've got 1 month ahead of us. It's going to be great.
After a 6-hour drive, we arrive at this isolated farm. This is where our guide lives. He's called Sajanima.
Hey, how are you? Sajanima.
Hello and welcome.
Ceylon.
Sajanima and his family have become our friends. To understand each other, we get by with a few words of Tibetan, lots of hand gestures, and a lot of smiling. This time we've come equipped for anything.
It's not heated.
Nope. This is our room. These tents are distributed to shelter the population in case of earthquake. There are many throughout the region. Sajanima and Ceylon have got 4 children. All 6 live in this one room, which serves as their bedroom, living room, and kitchen. There's no running water and limited electricity. Comfort is minimal. And yet, one feels a genuine warmth here, as if good humor was the best heating fuel.
Hello. Surprise. A little gift for you. Ceylon, this is for you. And this is for the girls. For Jalapati, Jinitoma, Jinitomo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You'll be able to climb even faster. We've brought back the first images of leopards that we were able to obtain thanks to Sajanima. Ah, that was last time. I expect you recognize it.
That's a good memory.
Look at that.
That was our first leopard here. The first in a long line.
This time, we've come to take the one photo which we hadn't managed to capture, a female leopard and her baby. This shot will be a sign of hope for this species threatened with extinction.
Did you see a female with babies in the surrounding?
Not yet. But we're approaching the right period. This year's offspring were all born in spring. In the first weeks, their mother protects them in the caves. And it's now when they should start to let them out. But it's highly unlikely that we'll see them.
They should be around 5 months old by now. With a lot of luck, we might find a female with her young. We have to be optimistic. That's our mission, to try and get some pictures of cubs.
That would complement the other pictures we got before. It would really be wonderful to get that.
1 month together.
The first night on the high Tibetan Plateau, at an altitude of around 4,000 meters, we're feeling the effects of the lack of oxygen. Did you sleep well?
Terrible. I felt like I was dreaming all night long.
Yeah, I hardly slept. My heart was beating quite hard. I had a throbbing in my head.
It's when you lie down that you start to get a headache.
Yeah, the dogs and the yaks which went by in the night woke me up when I was falling asleep.
It's going to take a few days for our bodies to get used to it. Here's a visitor.
This yak is one of 65 which Sajanima is rearing. Every day he leads his herd to the high pastures to find fresh grass. But today, his yaks will stay in their pen. Sajanima is coming along to help us track down the snow leopard.
They're inquisitive at that age. And very lively. That's the age when they're the most vulnerable. There are no maps of this area. So I've put something together with satellite maps, little squares which I stuck together. It's these little valleys that we're going to explore in the coming month. We'll go here and there. So this is our working sector for our photos, and we're in mountains that go from 4,000 meters above sea level as high as 5,000 meters. That gives us an idea of the terrain we'll be moving through.
These gorges are a gold mine for us. Before we came across them, we'd explored other valleys without seeing any leopards. Then last year, by chance, we heard about the Leopard Man. He was said to be a herder who could track down what they call here the ghost of the mountains. This eagle-eyed ability belongs to Sajanima. He's the one who led us to this unexplored valley.
That first sighting was quite magical. It's so moving to see your first leopard. In fact, it was really close. Just above that rocky outcrop. Then we saw others. The valley turned out to be extraordinary. On several occasions, we had sightings of a male here and there. There was a female that we observed on that side. It added up to about 15 spots around where we are now. We were right in the heart of the territory of several individuals.
And now we know where to find them. It's always a needle in a haystack, but we know what the needle looks like. Photographing a snow leopard is quite an exploit. The first photo dates from 1971. It was taken by Jacques, a German naturalist. It was such an event that it was published in National Geographic magazine. Until then, the very existence of the snow leopard had been in doubt. It was our turn now to go in search of this elusive creature.
Arouse.
Sajanima has just spotted the snow leopard's favorite prey.
We heard some barrels whistling there, which could be a good indicator. They've either heard us approaching, or there must be a predator nearby. Let's look with the binoculars.
When the baral, a cousin of the ibex, are busy grazing, at least one of them stays on the lookout.
There are lots of clues like the way they whistle. Birds also provide a good way to detect the snow leopard. If there's a kill, magpies are first on the scene, and crows and vultures may show up. So we have to keep a sharp eye out for any bird movements in the sky. There are lots of little clues like that.
We have the best chance of spotting a leopard on the summits. The predator takes up a position above its prey to surprise it more easily. You have to look in the detail of the rock and hope that you can spot a tail movement, a head moving, anything. It's true, it's a matter of patience. We'll spend hours and hours before we finally see a leopard somewhere on a ridge.
Well, shall we continue?
There's nothing to be seen. Any glimpse of a snow leopard has to be earned. Seeking this elusive animal means exploring the high Tibetan Plateau that is 3 times the size of France. To make ground in this steep terrain, we have to drive in the beds of mountain streams.
Not bad. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. We're through.
It's hard to imagine, but these streams feed the biggest rivers in Asia. This is where the Mekong, the Yellow River, and the Yangtze all rise. Tibet is the source of much of Asia's water. In the course of our search, we discover a far richer fauna than we had imagined. In the snow leopard's territory, the other species do not see us as predators. This means we can easily get up close to them. This is the pika. This little rodent inspired the Pokemon cartoon character Pikachu. It shares its home with this strange bird, the snow bunting. The bird is a crafty squatter.
The bunting enters the pika's burrow, and in exchange, it acts as a lookout to warn of danger. It's very funny to watch them going into the same burrow. Sometimes they're side by side. There's the chirping of hundreds of pikas and hundreds of buntings. It's very lively.
This cry of alert means playtime is over. The bunting has spotted a Tibetan fox, one of the pika's main predators. With its gorgeous features, the fox could also be straight out of a cartoon. But watch out for its jaws. The day will soon be over. It's time to head for home. It's starting to get cold, one of the key factors that protects the snow leopard from mankind.
Well,
Hey,
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Bon, ben, on recommence demain.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Ça n'a rien donné.
We got nowhere, we're soaked through,
Et on n'a rien trouvé.
and we didn't see a thing.
Ouais.
Far from home, cut off from the world, we're sharing our daily life with Sajanima and his family. Our guide is 32. He lives here with around a dozen other families, spread out over about 50 kilometers. This morning, they're bringing in the hay, which marks the end of summer. Soon, winter will leave these people even more isolated. So far, we've looked for clues by observing nature. Today, we're continuing our quest by talking to the herdsmen in the valley.
It's magical. The mountains look really amazing, with all the peaks in the background. We've only just got here, but I think this will be one of the best memories of this trip. Seeing this nice lady allowing us to take her picture in this sumptuous setting with the mountaintops behind.
It's really great sharing these simple moments in life. We can see two farmers taking care of their herds, the daily milking routine. This is also an opportunity to gather some information on the valley. Sajanima picks up the latest news. Then we move on down the valley. We heard that a young baral had fallen prey to a leopard. That was 2 days ago, but apparently it's still in the area. So we'll go down to the bottom of the valley and try to find it and take some pictures. There's a youngster suckling its mother. Ah, that's sweet. A leopard has taken up residence in these mountains. To locate it, we'll need some more witnesses.
We're coming to the farm belonging to Kala, Sajanima's cousin. There it is. It's the most isolated farm at the bottom of the valley. Kala and
Ada,
and
Jaya.
Jaya. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome!
How are you?
Kala and his brother are extra eyes for Sajanima. They also have a gift for spotting the snow leopard. Tea with melted yak butter. Here they drink this all day long. But some local customs are more surprising. Here they practice a form of polygamy. This woman is married to Kala, but also to Kala's own brother. She has several children with both men.
It took me a while to understand how this family is structured. It is in fact a case of polyandry, which is quite common in Tibet. There are 4 children, but with 2 different fathers and the same wife.
They'd like to know if you often see leopards around here. It depends. Sometimes there's none, and then suddenly you see 2 or 3 in a week.
That's a lot. That means we've got a good chance of seeing one if we stay here for a while.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Let's finish our tea and get back out there. No sooner back in the field, and a surprise awaits us. Around 20 birds are circling. Vultures. Their flight pattern clearly indicates a scene of predation. Among this group of barrals, there is a potential prey. At last, the magic word.
A leopard, a leopard, leopard.
It's our first leopard.
I don't know how we found it. You can barely see it. It's only just visible. You can only see a few spots. Look, Olivier. Good work. Well done. He's got unbelievable eyesight. I'll try with the binoculars.
There it is, the ghost of the mountain. Its fur blends in perfectly with the relief and vegetation. The mimetism is incredible. What a beauty. She's looking at us. Absolutely splendid.
There she goes. She's moving.
Let's get the team together and try to climb the slope using the relief. That way. We'll use that rocky outcrop. We'll be behind it, and we'll approach her like that. It'll be a bit tough, but it's the best bet.
Okay.
Off we go on a vertiginous ascent. We're going to try and approach the snow leopard. Fortunately for us, they never attack people. Every meter covered is a strain on the lungs. At this altitude, we produce twice as many red blood cells in order to breathe. Our hearts race, partly because of the altitude, but also due to the excitement.
What have you got?
4,470 meters.
At almost 4,500 meters, you can feel the lack of oxygen. You have to stop every 30, 50 meters to catch your breath. Shall we push on? It's not far to go.
We've been walking for 2 hours. The snow leopard should be there behind that huge rock curtain at an altitude of 4,800 meters. We're as high as Mont Blanc. But will she be there? All our efforts may have been in vain. "30 meters below, there is indeed the remains of a barral, but there's no leopard in sight. A bearded vulture just flew over. It's no doubt spotted the dead barral in the little valley. The snow leopard has gone. Nonetheless, we put up the hide tents in the hope that the snow leopard will return to its prey. Wildlife photography is all about patience.
really good. We just have to hope the snow leopard feels comfortable enough to return to feed now we've positioned the hides. At times you suffer a bit, because you have to remain very calm and discreet. Just suck it up, because this hide is less than 1 square meter. After a while, you ache all over. But let's say that's the price to pay for these magical moments when you blend into the background and become invisible.
Still no leopard. Others make the most of its absence to grab a meal.
Unfortunately, 2 griffin vultures have landed nearby, and that could ruin things. Because if there are too many of them, they might start eating the barrel. And then the carcass could be gone in an hour or 2.
I can't help feeling a certain fascination for this scavenging bird. Vultures feed exclusively on carrion. Feeding time begins. If the snow leopard does not return soon, there won't be anything left of its prey. Magpies and crows join the party. These vultures are fiendishly efficient. Their long necks allow them to probe inside the carcass, while their beak tears at muscles and tendons. The bones will then be dealt with by their cousins, the bearded vultures, awaiting their turn. Just when it seemed it would not reappear, the snow leopard shows up.
It's come back to chase away the vultures around the barrel. Magnificent. That's simply wonderful. It's a work of art with all those very fine markings on its face. Such a work of art. That really is magnificent.
I'm very moved, because to see a snow leopard, you really have to earn it. You often start by seeing a little yellow dot in the mountains. Then it's a harsh trek to try and approach it, to gain a better view, to observe its habits, to capture its gaze. But you're never sure you'll get anything, even when you're at the top of the mountain and moving in close. So, when you're as lucky as we are today, to be able to observe it for several hours, you really have to savor those magical moments. The snow leopard abandons its prey to the scavengers. I keep an eye on it. I can sense she's on the alert. I barely have time to focus my lens before I get a big surprise.
2.
leopards. Olivier! It's absolutely extraordinary to see this. A mother and her offspring. He's sticking close to her. He's rubbing her neck and her cheeks. That's amazing. Look, you can see their heads. The adult leopard is indeed a female. Beside her is her cub. At first glance, it looks to be a year and a half old. So he's not this year's offspring, and this will not be the shot we were after. But what luck to come face to face with these two. I take a good look at the mother. There's no doubt we've seen her before. During our last scouting trip, I spotted her with her youngster. The female is quite distinctive thanks to a little notch on one of her ears. There's a tiny chunk missing. We've seen this youngster grow up. He's very big now. He's 90% of the size of his mother. It's amazing that we've run into them again.
It's moving because I feel like I'm reuniting with this little family. I'm glad to see that this female and her cub are doing well.
This cub is a survivor. In the first months of their lives, baby leopards are at the mercy of foxes, wolves, or other leopards. He will stay for more than 2 years under his mother's protection. This young leopard is learning about life. Through play, the mother teaches him to hunt right before our eyes. This is a rare moment. Extremely rare. I've been studying nature for 30 years, observing birds and mammals. This is one of the most amazing sights I've ever seen. This is a really precious moment. As soon as it can hunt alone, the young leopard will leave its mother. In a few weeks, maybe even days, and for good. Two weeks go by. Every day we scour the Tibetan peaks, but there are no leopards in sight. Hail, blizzards, cold, snow. We have to adapt to the sudden changes in temperature. We have to withstand the elements. And above all, endure the long periods of doubt. Will we succeed in spotting a leopard with a cub from this year? Day after day, we slip a little deeper into our imaginations and our dreams to summon this chimera. But they say if you shoot for the moon, you'll reach the stars. It's the 22nd day of our expedition. These yaks have just been attacked by a leopard. This Tibetan mastiff was there to defend them. These dogs have accompanied the herdsmen of the Himalayas for more than 3,000 years. None of the yaks are lost, but one has been injured.
yak,
The yak has a wound there.
là. Ça,
A leopard.
c'est une
Did a leopard try to catch it?
C'est ça?
A leopard.
Right. Further on at Kala's farm, the snow leopard tried again.
What's that?
Ça.
Saw? The snow leopard attacked the dog. That's when you realize there are snow leopards all around the farm. All around, here, there. They live in close proximity with the big cats here. They're never far away.
The clock is ticking. 2 attacks so close together. It's clear that the snow leopard is hungry. This solitary cat has to kill once a week to ensure its survival. The hungry snow leopard is no doubt preparing its next attack. This group of barrals could well be a target. Once again, Sajanima's keen eye picks out the ghost of the mountains.
Leopard, leopard.
There's a leopard with the barrels.
The barrels, the barrels.
It's incredible. There's a snow leopard very, very close to a group of burrows. We may be in a situation where it's going to attack. They're only about 50 meters apart.
If we witness a successful attack, that will be a first. It's creeping forward. This is incredible.
It's amazing.
It's going to attack.
That was really close. It was 1.5 meters away. That was the photo I was missing. A hunting scene. It's really interesting. You can see the leopard charges at less than 10 meters. But when it's 1.5 meters away, it hasn't managed to strike. It looks easy from here, but...
During our stay, we realized just how much the herdsmen of the high Tibetan Plateau live in direct contact with unchained nature. There's an intimacy that we've lost in Europe. Here, the largest predators venture right into the farms. When we wake, Sajanima shows us the back of the house, or rather what's left of it.
A bear did all this. It has smashed everything. Last spring, a bear destroyed this wall. We rebuilt it. And this summer it returned. It came in here eating whatever it could find and smashing all the plates.
This is the living room.
You see all the damage the bear has done? It shook the door, but since it couldn't open it, it tried the window. Unsuccessfully. So he smashed through the rear wall until he got in.
Cohabiting with wildlife is a risky business.
Is the bear a danger for people?
A few years ago, a bear killed a man. The bear comes at you with its jaws open. It can tear your face off with a blow from its paw. You've got no chance. You're done for.
Wildlife doesn't always gate crash into human lives. At times, it makes a welcome guest. This mountain weasel lives in Sajanima's living room. It has become the family mascot.
It's hungry. It's worked it out.
In this fragile environment, mankind accepts living with predators, even at the risk of his own life. I've never seen that anywhere before. The snow leopard doesn't attack people, but it may attack livestock, sometimes right in their backyard. There's blood everywhere. The animal found itself trapped against that grill. It must have been killed because it got trapped there. And the predator attacked its hindquarters.
There are lots of dog prints.
Yeah, there are dog prints everywhere. So the animal may have been killed by a snow leopard. Then the leopard was chased away by the dogs, which then ate the animal.
We're 150 meters from Sajanima and Ceylan's house. They didn't hear anything during the night. This confirms what they told us, that wild animals roam all around the house.
Snow leopards kill 5 or 6 yaks in Sajanima's herd every year, whereas he and his family only kill 1 animal a year to eat. With every attack, Sajanima would have good reason to be angry with the snow leopard, and yet he isn't. How does one explain this tolerance, this harmony with nature? The answer lies here in this temple. Like all Tibetans, the herdsmen of this valley are Buddhists. Their rituals include these prayer wheels with their sacred writings. The faithful spin them to encourage the cycles of rebirth. Reincarnation is one of the founding principles of Buddhism, here literally written in stone.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
All these stones. Om Mani Padme Hum, with the prayer wheel too. Sajanima, are animals also protected under Buddhist belief?
In the Tibetan tradition, our religion, animals are respected and must be treated well. Tibetan monks teach us that we must protect animals and preserve nature.
And do you protect animals because you believe that when a human being leaves this life, he may be reincarnated as another animal?
That's exactly right. We Buddhists are careful to respect each living thing, because we know that in the next life, we might be a fox or a leopard, for example.
To stimulate this rebirth, Tibetans practice a unique funeral rite. A few days after a death, the body of the deceased is left out for the vultures. This is called a celestial funeral. The soul may be reincarnated as a leopard, a revered animal. It is perhaps no coincidence that the snow leopard's territory in the Himalayas is contiguous with regions where Buddhism is practiced. We're coming to the end of our expedition. This will be one of the last chances to take the photo that still eludes us. On our way, these sacred stones seem to be a good omen.
Here, and here, over there, all over.
Baby, baby,
Baby?
baby.
Bébé.
It's a cub from this year.
Let's see.
He's tiny. He must be 5, 6 months old.
Baby, baby.
He's minuscule.
That's incredible. It's a little ball of fur.
That's it. He's starting to show himself. He's peeking out, emerging. That's it. Now we can see the cub. What a shrimp. He's tiny. It's a little kitten. There's one chance in 1,000. I don't know, maybe 100,000 of coming across this female with this cub, which we so wanted to see.
Magnificent. The light's amazing. So soft, like pastel shades. It's almost a painting. Wow. Magnificent.
Capturing this intimate moment between a mother and this young snow leopard a few months old, who's maybe making his first outing, is the image of a lifetime. I'm really happy from a photographic point of view. It's an exceptional moment.
It's a powerful moment, and it's great to share it as brothers.
I think our parents would be very proud to know that right now we're fulfilling our biggest dream. Living out our passion together. We've got our 2 little hides. We're on the other side of the world, and we're totally living out a childhood dream. It seems almost impossible.
That's exactly it. You have to think we didn't choose the easiest of professions. I'm extremely moved by this magical moment. There's one head in front of the other. We've got a mother with a wonderful cub who's bearing a message. He could mean the survival of this species, and it's such a symbolic species. It's very moving. I'm a father. I'm very attached to the renewal of generations. And this baby is the next generation. It's the future of the snow leopard. Our dream has come to an end. When we wake up back home, our photos will provide a glimpse of hope. The snow leopard is no longer on the critical list. Its population is slowly climbing. We decided to shoot for the moon. And by aiming for the moon, we also encountered some stars. These herdsmen haunted by the ghost of the mountains.